Yo guys, what's going on? It's Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the most recent event here in Escape from Tarkov. I'm going to do my best to break it down. We got a lot of different subcategories we need to talk about with this event here today because it does have a lot of significance here in the Tarkov community. So do me a favor, make sure you leave a like on this video and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Not going to be any gameplay in the background, but I will do my best to throw some screenshots up for you guys as you listen to me. And if you enjoy listening to me talk about some information and stuff, you might enjoy the most recent Tarkov podcast. It was uploaded to my channel. It's called the TTP, the TT Pistol, and the Talkin' Tarkov podcast, episode 1 now live. Check it out if you want. But we're going to talk about the most recent event happening. This started yesterday with a scav case update, which unfortunately I can't show you the numbers here because I never did the scav case, and now I'm kicking myself because I can't donate to the cause, man. Have no scav case, and you don't get it for free. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But the scav case was doing this new thing where you could put in $1 million, you could put in 10 million, and then people quickly found out that scavs were literally just taking the money, and it comes up with a message saying scavs took the money. And if I can find that, I'll put it on the screen. Basically, there was a lot of weird shit happening yesterday. Everybody's freaking out, and then we found out that all this money was actually being tracked. It was being collected. This wasn't a bug. This was fully intentional. And we had this. We had the, I'll see if I can crop it out in a way where I don't spoil what's coming next. I might have already said it though. But basically, it was money collected. We had nothing else on this screen. It was basically just money collected, and that was at escapefromtarkov.com/cash. I'll put the link in the description, by the way. But then we got this. 1.5 trillion rubles? Holy shit. That's a lot of cash, bro. There's also a note on this screen. It is in English. That will also be on screen for you to read at your own leisure. Guys, Lightkeeper wants 1.5 trillion rubles from us. Now, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that is actually really significant about all these events happening right now. There's a ton of data and feedback for Battle State right now. A ton of it. And this being our first actual community in-game goal is very significant for the implication of monthly task or global task, community task, all these things that Nikita's talking about. This is pretty much the first iteration of that, okay? This is our first community goal for an in-game thing. This isn't for Twitter. This isn't hitting the like button on Twitter. This is in-game right now. This is something we all have to do and dedicate to. Now, let's talk about the scav case. We have a community event happening strictly with the scav case. Right now, if you do not have the required materials to get the scav case, you're not going to get the scav case. Me, I might be able to find a Rolex. I might be able to find these gold skulls, the lions, and the gold chains, but this goal is going to be hit by then. So unless I was just one off, there's no way. And it probably wouldn't even finish constructing by that time. If you do not have the scav case, you will not be able to dedicate any of your resources to this event. That might be significant. Might be for a reason you haven't thought of. But casual players, once again, cannot dedicate any of their time to the game for the cause. Casual players right now, extremely upset. And you know, I can understand it. You don't have your traders. You don't have your flea market. As a casual player, you might not be a high level. You might not have a lot of gear. You might not have a lot of money. I get it, man. But at the end of the day, this is an event. It's happening for a reason. It's not going to be permanent. So just take a break. It's that simple. I'm seeing way too much negative feedback for there being an event right now. It's just like, dude, this is the hardcore and the fence-only Tarkov experience. Enjoy it for what it is. You're probably never going to do it on your own, in your own free time. So just embrace it and have a little fun with it. Please make yourself happy instead of upset. Back on track. What if donating your cash to the scav case gives you Lightkeeper rep? That's going to be a really big gamble, all right? If somebody donates 100 billion rubles, now that's way overestimated. Okay, let's call it 100 million. Just so I'm not throwing around numbers that are absolutely ridiculous. Let's say you donated 100 million through the scav case. What if that maxes out your Lightkeeper rep right away? I mean, all our traders have rep. It's not currently visible at the moment because they are all locked. However, all of our traders have rep. There's also the flea market rep. Whether that is just what trades you have access to or it's literally his trader rep, it doesn't matter. If you do get some sort of reward for donating from Lightkeeper, that is going to pretty much solidify those players who did take that gamble. It's going to solidify them and getting the best trades right away from Lightkeeper, assuming they make it to him in raid. Now, who knows if it's going to happen like this? It's just a theory from me. However, if it is, there's definitely a reason you should be committing to the cause. Now, if you can't, simply like myself, then who knows? You might start a trader rep 0. And you might already start a trader rep 0 even if you donate cash. It's just a theory. Now, I talked about Battlestate Games getting a ton of different feedback. I talked about the Scav case and potentially getting rep. What else is there? What else do we need to talk about that's really significant? And that is wipe. That is it a financial wipe, which we've never really seen yet? Or is it gonna wipe? Is it gonna be a soft wipe? We've seen soft wipes once in my current lifetime in Escape from Tarkov. I've got about 2,300 hours total in Tarkov. I've seen one soft wipe where basically they redid the skills, they redid strength and endurance, and then they completely shot us back down to level 1 on our strength and endurance. It was a skill wipe, all right? That has happened before. It's not gonna be a skill wipe, at least in my opinion. If it is, it's gonna be a giant fuck you, because you might as well wipe the game if you're already wiping the economy. It doesn't really make sense. However, if they're adding the Lighthouse expansion, if they're adding a ton of new bosses, maybe you don't want a fresh wipe. Maybe you want the feedback right away on how the players are interacting with these new Scav bosses and with Lightkeeper when they already have gear. They already have stuff to barter with. They already have stuff to take out the new Scav bosses with to get the data they need to get to see if they need to make them better or if they need to make them worse. I think this is a financial wipe. I have said this once in the past before, and I do believe I was wrong. However, I think this is the first time we've had a true money sink to where this is going to be a financial wipe. So that means everybody's going to get access to the new Lightkeeper and to the Lighthouse expansion. Everything you still have in your stash is going to be there. But if you're playing the game and you're using all your gear, and if you are selling it and donating it to the Scav case, maybe in a week you have nothing. A lot of players might have nothing. I'm not going to sell anything. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to use any of this gear. I'll probably just use really, really shit gear. Like, I know I got a revolver in here somewhere. I'd love to get rid of that fucking thing. At the end of the day, man, I think this is a financial wipe. I don't think we're going to see a full reset wipe. If we do, you're going to get a fuck ton of content from me. We get to start Season 4 of Rap Money. It's going to be a great time here on the channel. But if it is a financial wipe, it's going to introduce a lot of factors. We'll see how the flea market is impacted and how it's re-implemented to see if they're going to give us access to any of this stuff that Lightkeeper needs. There's so many different small sub-dynamics in the actual whole dynamic itself that is going to make gameplay very, very interesting. And it's just, in general, really, really peculiar how they're going about this one. Who knows? If the game does wipe, then good on everybody that donated all their money and just let it go and didn't have any fear. But at the end of the day, Battlestate Games doesn't want money meta anymore. So this might be the way to completely drain everybody and let you go for another 3 months feeling somewhat refreshed. Feeling somewhat like there was a wipe, even though you have all your skills and have a lot of your tasks done. It's an interesting way to go about it. It's an interesting theory from myself. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But that is all I have for you in today's video. We need 1.5 trillion rubles at the rate we are going right now, assuming everybody didn't burn every single ruble in their stash already. We should hit it by next week. We'll see what happens. The traders are set to be not active for another 4 days. The flea market is set to not be active for another 4 days as well. We will see if those are activated any sooner or later, considering that Lightkeeper has us under tight wraps. We'll see what happens, but it's very interesting, and I hope you guys are enjoying the event and my coverage of it here. I think this is 3 days in a row with an upload. I'm feeling like we got a little bit of momentum, so let's try to keep it going. Make sure to leave that like, subscribe if you're new, sponsors in the description below. It's going to be it for me. Thanks for stopping by. I'm out.